I'm not understanding whether I'm ready for the exam or not. I tried in this website, I'm getting some scores, but in the exam, I'm getting some other score. I'm completely confused. Do you have a foolproof solution to tell me, Nakul? Am I ready for 65 or am I ready for 79? Well, if you're wondering with these kind of doubts, then trust me, this is the video. You are at the right place. Today we will we'll give you a test to help you understand, are you ready for 65 or are you ready for 79? Stay tuned till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul here from Skills PTE Academic. I really hope everybody is doing fantastic. Well, today I'm back with yet another video. The video is about, it's a test that will help you understand whether you're ready for 65 or 79. Also, it is backed up with a proper explanation, substantial explanation as to why the marks is like this or why the logic is like this, why are you making mistakes, what you should do if you have to get that 79 or 65 in your exam. So before we begin, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need an online assistance, wherever you are from, which part of the world you're sitting, you can sit at your place and comfortably take the classes from us. It's an online paid course. If you want to access it, then kindly WhatsApp us to this number. We will be able to help you out. So let's quickly start with what I've got for you. Is, let me just share my screen. Total 40 marks. Okay, it's a test for not 90, total 40, and Nakul, from his experience of teaching over 35,000 students in this stint of 5.5 years, is telling you that if you want to score 79 plus, apart from speaking, let's leave out speaking, let's worry about reading, listening and writing today. I would need you to score 33 and above. If you need 65 plus, I would want you to score 25 to 27. 27 would be my score, and today we will be testing the most 4 important modules which contribute 90% of the marks towards your exam, which is reading fill in the blank, which contributes marks to your reading, writing fill in the blanks, which contributes marks to your reading and writing, listening fill in the blank, which contributes marks to listening and writing, write from dictation, which contributes marks to listening and writing. If these 4 are perfect, 90% of the PTE is done except for speaking. Okay, so I will start with reading fill in the blanks now. So I've got this question. Try to solve it in less than 2.5 minutes. I can add a timer here, it will just increase the length of the video. Pause the video and try doing it. Put a timer of 2.5 minutes because that is more important. If you put a timer of 10 minutes, you will get 5 out of 5 for sure. Put a timer of 2.5 minutes and try solving it, and post that. Click on the resume button to see what marks you have got and where you stand with respect to 79 or 65. Alright, so how do we solve this? See, there are many approaches: grammar based, clue based, bottom up, top down, elimination of all the things. You have to go with one particular approach called clue based approach. We will see grammar, everything, but most importantly, you need to find the clues. You need to bring out a particular logic. Without logic, if you're trying to solving by listening to your thak 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 heart, 100% answers will be false. Let's see. Holly knocked lightly on the door. She's knocking, tuck 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 tuck, and a dash voice told her to enter. Voice is a noun. What voice? Great voice, horrifying voice. Some voice has to come. Wiped voice, we don't say. Held voice, ghost voice. People end up writing ghost voice. Clammy voice, gruff voice. So many things. I'm not sure as to what it is, so we'll just leave it empty and continue. Her heart did a little flip at the sound of it. Okay, feeling as if she had been dashed to collocation. She had been called to the principal's office at school. Calling someone is, you need to know these words, vocabulary based. Summoning, summoned as if she had been summoned to. And one more idea, using grammar you can solve this if you don't know the meaning of summon to. Had been, verb 3 will come. ING or verb 3. I had been waiting at this place for so long. I had been given this file from him. Verb 3 can come here. You have bought as verb 3, wiped, held, summoned. Held to the, she was not held to, wiped to. Bought is buying someone by paying money. She was not bought to the, it has to be summoned. Using this elimination method also you can solve something like this. In our paid course we have a lot of strategies, by the way. So this has been 2. She dash her dash hands. You hold the hand, correct? It's a past tense. She is a noun. We need a verb. She held her hand. So this gonna be 3. Dash hands on her suit and entered the room. She said more confidently, we will leave it empty, we will come back. She walked across the small room and dashed out her hand to the man who had stood up from his chair. So here she held her hands, makes sense, but here and held out her hand is also making sense. Pay more attention. This is making sense for 4. That's the problem. What people do, 3, they choose held and think it is over. No, it is not at over. Elimination, not elimination. Sorry, locking. Don't lock the options. You lock the options. You have not read the rest of the paragraph and you already locked it, thinking you were perfect. You were completely wrong. And that option held should be to the 4th one. If you see here, she walked across the small room and held her out to the man. Hi. He greeted her. This is a shake hand. So 4 has to be held. Then this has to be what? It should be in the verb to past tense. She dashed her hand. She wiped. There is one more thing here. Why do you wipe your hands if it is sweaty? I have a AC running here, otherwise it would be sweaty, as similar to what Holi is facing. So you wipe your wet hands. We need something that wet hands. Nakul, I don't know the meaning of wet here with respect to a synonym. It's clammy. She held her wet hands. So this is going to be 5. Sorry. We'll again write the answers in just a while. She held her wet hands. Clammy is wet. You should be knowing it. Otherwise also it's fine. I'll tell you how to solve it. We'll just see the answers again. Second one is missing. So the first one is missing. She had been summoned to. She wiped her clammy hands and held out her hand to the man who stood up from his chair and he greeted her. This is gonna be 5. This something that goes with the voice. He is not a ghost. The principal is the principal, man. Come on. He is a principal. He is not a ghost. Rather, his voice is thick. Hello, Holly. This is. So if you now rely on the intuition, don't you think the word gruff, thick, tough, all this go with the voice? So gruff voice. It's the base is very thick. Husky, not husky, it's like very gruff voice, thick voice, which can scare anybody. And clammy hands, that's a collocation. Gruff voice is a collocation. First is gruff voice, second is summoned to, third is she wiped her clammy hands, and fifth is held out her hand. Keep a track of the mistakes you have done. Total is 40. You have to score, I think, 33. I think I just forgot. 33 and above. Okay, you have to score 33 and above for 79 and 27 and above for 65. Keep a track of the mistakes you have done. This is the answer for this question. Now quickly we move on to second question without wasting any time. All right, this you can take 3 minutes and not even a second more than that. You can pause the video, try doing it in 3 minutes, and then resume the video to understand where you've gone wrong, what is the strategy, what is the approach, why you're making a mistake. All right, the second question, here you go. The dash to dash, this kind of things, right? Whenever you see the blanks very closely spaced, don't solve them immediately because you don't know the context yet, isn't it so? You need some time. You need to read the rest of the paragraph, correct? Dash oxygen molecules around despite the fact that it is the third most abundant element in the universe, forced in a super hot, super dense core of stars. Something. Oxygen wants to react. Okay, oxygen wants to react. It can form compounds with nearly every other element on the periodic table. Oxygen wants to react, okay. It is dash to dash oxygen molecules around. Hey, oxygen is like a lover boy. It wants to react. It wants always someone side next to him. It always looks for someone, a partner. Oxygen cannot stay alone. It cannot be single. It is easy. It is very, very hard to keep this naughty guy alone. You always try to mingle with a partner. It's hard to keep oxygen around. It's hard. Not consume, not dry, not breathe. It's easy to breathe. It's hard. It's difficult to keep the oxygen molecules around because oxygen is like a lover boy. He always likes to mingle. See, he always wants to react. It can form compounds. It is hard. So now the first two blank, if you didn't have the patience and solved it then and there itself, 100% wrong. What we did, we waited. We just left this blank as it is and came down, and then we got the clue that okay, it's wants to react, it wants to form a compound. So it's so hard to keep the oxygen molecules around. It will definitely react and become something else. Hope you are getting it. So the first two is hard and keep. Third one, so it's hard to keep the molecules around. That's because, or that is why. That is why, so both are same. That is why, so as a result, both are same, so both cannot be the answer. That's because it is very difficult to keep the oxygen molecules around. That's because oxygen wants to react. It can form compounds with nearly every other element on the periodic table. So you have a question mark here, however cannot give a question mark apparently gradually. All this cannot give a question mark, it's only WH sounds, how, why, who, whom, whose, what, all this can give you question marks, so it is how. Simple, easy peasy, isn't it so? We go to the next one. Okay, how did Earth end up with an atmosphere made up of roughly 21% of the stuff? How did Earth end up with a lot of oxygen? Do you know the answer? The answer is very simple. It's actually simple. Using sunshine, water to produce carbohydrates. In fact, all the plants on the earth include cyanobacteria to do their photosynthesis. They include, they incorporate. This is a purely context based. All the plants will include symbiotic some process known as chloroplast to do their photosynthesis from them down to this day. The idea is very simple. It's not avoid, plants use this, so incorporate is the one that goes with it. So the first is hard, second is keep, third is that's because. Okay, I'll just write it down neatly. It's all messed up at the moment. It is hard to keep the molecules around. That's because. How did? Answer is incorporate. Keep a track of the mistakes you have done. 10 marks done. We still have 30 marks more. It's going to be a short video. Don't worry. We have listening, fill in the blanks and write from dictation. Keep a track of the mistakes you have done. We quickly move on to the listening, fill in the blanks. So I'm going to play the audio. Have a pen and a book ready. Have a pen and a book ready. If not, pause the video. And then you have to just solve this. We will see how many marks you've got, how to solve them, everything. Beginning in 3, 2, 1, go. Ready.
Because of its water, the Earth is home to millions of species of plants and animals. The things that live on Earth have changed its surface greatly. For example, early cyanobacteria changed the air and gave it oxygen. The living part of the Earth's surface is called the biosphere. The Earth is part of the 8 planets and many thousands of small bodies that move around the Sun as its solar system. The solar system is moving through the Orion arm of the Milky Way galaxy now, and will be for about the next 10,000 years.
Take your time. If you need more time, I can pause the video. Let's understand. See, it's a little tricky. 2 are difficult because this is difficult, this was difficult, rest of it is easy. At least you get 3 out of 5, man. If you're getting 2 out of 5 here, that's the bigger problem. To millions of species, S was there. If you miss this word S, you get a big 0. I'll show the answer in just a while. I've changed this surface. We'll just play the audio.
Because of its water, the Earth is home to millions of species of plants and
millions of species. We need S there.
Animals. The things that live on Earth have changed its surface greatly.
Surface greatly. Greatly spelling is completely wrong, Nakul. I ended up writing GRA. So people end up writing this. No, it's GREATLY. And
for example, early cyanobacteria.
Early cyanobacteria. If you see here.
Because of its
cyanobacteria was here, if you see. See, I'm not given something very difficult. The word was there in the previous question. It's you who did not pay enough attention to it, isn't it so? It's all boils down to your consciousness. You cannot give an excuse. Oh, I did not know this word. A word was taught in the just previous 2 minutes before. The early cyanobacteria changed the air and gave it oxygen. The living part of the Earth's surface is called the biosphere.
Because the things that live on Earth have changed its surface greatly. For example, early cyanobacteria changed the air and gave it oxygen. The living part of the Earth's surface is called the biosphere.
Biosphere.
The Earth is part of the 8 planets and many thousands of small. The solar system is moving through the Orion arm of the Milky
Orion arm. Orion or Orion. Orion. O-R-I-O-N. Biosphere spelling we will see. Not very easy, but you could have done it. Every letter has to be perfect. If you have got millions correctly, give 1 mark. Great. Look at the spelling. EAT, not ATE. 1 mark. Cyanobacteria, letter by letter and no space in between, 1 mark. Biosphere, SPH is there, 1 mark. Oren or Orion, 1 mark. 5 marks you get. 15 marks over. Keep a track of the mistakes you have done. We go to the right from dictation. I'm gonna play the audio. Listen to the audio, write the answer. I'm going to show the answer. You can add extra words, you can write in any sequence, you can add extra spellings, whatever you want, you can do. Alright, I'm going to play the audio. Most important, 3, 2, 1, go, ready.
The Vitamin Shop is a New Jersey-based retailer of nutritional supplements.
Twenty more seconds. Okay, we'll just see the answer. If you want time, I can pause the video.
The Vitamin Shop is a New Jersey-based
The Vitamin Shop, first phrase, is a New Jersey-based, second phrase,
retailer of nutritional supplements.
retailer of nutritional supplement. The Vitamin Shop is a New Jersey-based retailer of nutritional supplement. It's not difficult. It's you who are making it difficult by memorizing it. Understand. The Vitamin Shop is a New Jersey-based retailer of nutritional supplements. Retailer spelling. Based, ed has to come, nutrition, nutritional. Add everything, the, ye, and any number of times, but every word will give you 1 mark. If you have got the, give 1 mark. Vitamin, 1 mark. Shop, 1 mark. Is a New Jersey based retailer of nutritional supplements. Every word is 1 mark. If you have written that word, give 1 mark. I repeat, if you have written that word, give 1 mark and do a self-strict analysis. Total is 12 marks. So let's see how many of you have got 12 out of 12, 11 out of 12 or 10 out of 12. Keep a track of the mistakes you have done. Total 28 marks is done. First question 5, then 6, then 5, 16 marks over, and now 12, 28. We go to the last question, another 12 marks for right from dictation. Keep a track of the mistakes you have done. The last question for today, just hold on for a second. Ready, beginning in 3, 2, 1, go, ready.
It is known for use of organic meats throughout its 1,500 restaurants.
Twenty more seconds. Alright, you can pause the video. It is known for the use of organic meats throughout its 1,500 restaurants.
It is known for use of organic meat.
It is known for use of organic meats. Listen again.
Organic meats throughout its 1,500 restaurants. It is
simple one. It is known for what? For use of organic meats. MEATS. Yes has to come. Throughout is one word. ITS, not IT apostrophe S. 1,500 you can write in words or letters or digits. Sorry, you can write in word, letters or digits. This is fine. Restaurants, yes has to come. Make sure you add extra words. Restaurants, meats, throughout with a space. The, use, it is, it was, ITS, IT apostrophe S, every possibility, but every word will give you 1 mark. If you've got these 12 words, you've got 12 mark. Total 40. If you have got, we'll just open that slide again. I keep forgetting things. 33 and above as per my knowledge, whatever the little knowledge I have with respect to PTE. If you've got this, perhaps you're ready for 79 plus. If you're getting 32, 31, 30, perhaps you may not be ready for 79 plus in reading, writing, listening. If you've got 27 and above for 65, you're ready. If you've got 26 is also fine, but if you've got 22, 23, perhaps you may not be ready. So do comment in the comment section how much marks you've got. Based on that, I'll come up with another video increasing or decreasing the difficulty based on your scores. And do comment if you want me to come up with something like this on a weekly basis, so that you will understand whether you are ready for 65 or 79 in a right way. Only these 4 modules. Don't go to xyz.com and check and see my scores are like this. I think in the exam I'll get so same score. You will 100% not get the same score, because those softwares are different, Pearson is different. Only a person with experience can tell you what marks you would get from a Pearson software perspective. Alright guys, this is Nakul signing off from this video. Really hope you made use of this. Recently I made a video on repeat sentence tips and tricks for a 90. The video is booming, which is helping a lot of students. Do watch the video if you have not before we end. If you require an online assistance, it's a paid course. You can text us in the WhatsApp. We will be happy to assist you. And do leave a comment for this video as to how much marks you've got, and do leave a comment if you want me to make a part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part end for this video. With this, I'll park it here. Thanks so much. This is Nakul from Skills PTE Academic. Bye bye.